the other videos, you're probably concentrating on what's happening in the upper body, but what we want to look at is how he actually has to stabilize himself in order to get the upper body to perform. The core has to remain stable while still shifting from one side to the other. So I want you to look at what's happening with his legs and hips, and also what has to happen with his core as he changes direction. So if you go right hand forward, left hand back, okay? So he has to project with this side, stabilize with this side, and then when he switches, his hips actually have to swivel, but he still has to, now he has to activate this side and stabilize this side. Okay? So go ahead and do the alternating arm. Okay, see what his core is doing, what his hips have to do, and how his feet have to stabilize the whole thing. Okay. And the next exercise is the double punch. That's going to be more difficult because we really have to stabilize ourselves, because our initial reaction is just like Newton's third law, equal and opposite. The body's going to want to go back instead of the arms go forward. So he really has to stabilize the core and the quadriceps, hamstrings, and gastrocnemius to push out, and then the same thing on the way back in order to keep himself stable, so that he moves the upper body does the resistance here, but the lower body actually has to stabilize. Go ahead. See, his initial pullback is that he's going to be changing what his upper body's doing, so he has to stabilize his lower body in order to maintain that. Okay, now go side to side. There you go. Just like that. Now this one is really dynamic because he has a widened base. It'll look like his upper body's doing the majority of the work, but it's his core and his legs that actually have to stabilize him so the upper body can do the work. Go ahead. See how the legs are alternating? He has to drive off the legs in order to do this. All right.